Hey, good morning. Today we're looking at Ecclesiastes number 6, and just as I promised yesterday, we're going to talk a little bit about money today. Ecclesiastes 6 it starts out in verse 2. It says, "A man to whom God has given riches and wealth and honor, so that he lacks nothing for himself of all he desires." And here's Solomon, the richest, most powerful man in the world with all of these riches. And God has given him all of this. They say that Solomon has had more riches than anybody ever on the earth. I mean, he whatever his desire was, he had it. But the verse goes on and says, "Yet God does not give him power to eat of it, but a foreigner consumes it." You see, when Solomon died, it didn't matter how much money he had. None of it went with him. Not a penny. None of it. Didn't matter how much gold he had. None of it went with him. Didn't matter how many wives he had. It didn't matter how satisfied his soul was of worldly possessions and worldly riches. It didn't go with him. None of it went with him. What happened to it? It all went to somebody else. It all did. And it goes on to say, "This is vanity, and it is an evil affliction." This is not what life is about. Why would life be about amassing a fortune when you can't even take it with you? Life is about taking something with you when you die. And that is your relationship with Christ. You see, that is what you need to take with you. You can't take this body with you. You can't take your house, your car. You can't even take your spouse. Your spouse has to do their own job to get to heaven. You can't take any of this with you except your relationship with Christ and the good that you have done. That is what will stand. You see, and when we get before the judgment seat of Christ, he will burn off everything that has been done in vain. Everything that has been done by our own evil and selfish desires will be burnt off and cast away. And the only thing that will be left is your relationship with Christ and the good you have allowed God to do through you because of that relationship with Christ. You see, if you want to worry about riches, you want to worry about things on this earth, take a look at Matthew 6:33. Matthew 6:33 tells us that we are to seek his kingdom and seek righteousness first, and then all of these things will be added. You see, God wants us to live a good life, and he wants us to have great things, but he, more than that, wants us to have a relationship with him first and foremost, and he wants that to be the motivating factor in all that we do. And then, as he says in Psalms 37:4, he shall give you the desires of your heart. And I'm very thankful for that verse. That's actually, Billy and I's wedding verse. Shall give us the desires of our heart. I spoke the other day to her, and I says, you know what? I never had success in love until I got to the heart of God, and then I found you, which is the truth. I found her in the heart of God. That's where I had success in love. That's where Matthew 6:33 comes true. That's where Psalms 37:4 comes true, because I got to the heart of God, and he gave me the desires, and he gave me all of these things that I really wanted. So, don't chase money, please. It's okay to work. It's okay to make a lot of money, but don't chase it. You're not going to take it with you. It's not yours, and it's all God's anyhow. Let your relationship with him be what you invest in. I love you all, and I hope you have a super day.